Hi everyone, it's Gayle, and I am here as promised with my At Arm's Reach craft room tour section. We've done the whole craft room. Now I want to show you why I did all this in the first place was to get things closer at hand so that when I'm filming, I can swivel my chair and just grab what I need to grab. So let's just kind of go through what is where. As you remember, the lace is fairly close to my chair now. I can grab this rolly cart and just pull it right over or whatever. So it's helpful. Okay, let's just get started with what is where. So up top here, I have this fun little suitcase that I decoupaged, an old vintage suitcase, and it's got all my bunny stuff in it. So that's what's going on there. These letter things, I think I'm just going to grab one down because I don't really, sorry, I probably went too fast there. Of course I'm handheld here. I can't remember. Oh yeah, I put some coffee dyed stuff just close at hand there in there. But you know, the trick is then remembering that it's there. So, but I found these cute little, I don't know, letter holders, document holders at the antique store, and I loved those. So did that. This red one has all my stuff from A Tattered Dream in it. I was on her design team, and so I have lots of stuff in there from lace and fabric to paper, just about everything. So it's easy to grab right there. Then, oh gosh, my little white hutch here, we'll go through it. And you know, once again, this is not totally done. So like I've got some room there to put something. So this is just a little box of vintage V-mail letters that I have. This little thing has to do with Etsy. So my got my business cards in there, some little thank you things, that sort of stuff. So I'm sorry, my filming is probably not the best. This bag is addresses of my YouTube pals, my Etsy shares, my back when I accepted Happy Mail, just addresses in case I need them. Okay, this is a wonderful cigar box that has yummy goodies in it for creating. We're going to have to grab the cigar box one of these days and just make some stuff from it. So that's what's up there. Let's see. These. Okay, that's what's up there. Then in this part, there are, let's see, can I hold you here? These are some little things I found at, it was actually a quilt shop / antique store, and just fun things to stick in pockets. Those two bins are die cuts. One's a Tim Holtz die cut, and the other is just ones that were big to put anywhere else. This is my fabric tape from Amity Bloom and from Tim Holtz. Fabric tape there. And then this is just a little basket of vintage goodies, vocabulary cards, S&H green stamps, coin rolls, things that just I might want to grab. So that's what's in there. And then on top here, I have a few little decorative things at the top. And then here, we'll just start on this side. Well, let me just show you first. This basket is full of die cuts. So I've got a couple of books, and One thing that works great for die cuts, I might mention, is I got this at the thrift store. It's one of those little photo albums. But look at how nice. You can just slip your die cuts down in where the photos go. And I think this is my favorite way, actually, to store them. I haven't been to the thrift store for a while, but if I see these, I will pick them up for that sort of thing. So, and then, you know, some bigger ones are loose here. Some are in pockets or envelopes or whatever, but that's all die cuts. Back here, I put my adding machine tape right where I could find it. Because I had a problem with that one day. Let's see, what's in here? Oh, receipts and telephone message things and just old papery things in there. This is some dyed paper that isn't the size for a page, but like these are time cards and such. My friend Catherine did a big dyeing session, and so that's what that is. This is my bin of pre-made book page pockets and tags just to grab. These tags I'm saving for a tag swap. This shoves my hair up when it's driving me nuts. And those are idea journals that I keep close at hand. And I actually have a couple more that I can fill. So this is going to need rearranging at some point. This is my use it up basket that I haven't been very good about using, and I need to. This is another use it up bag, use it up bin. So yeah, I need to use it up or let it go is what I need to do. And this is my little strips that I either stamp or use on the back of ephemera. And then of course I've got, let me go on this side maybe, my Tim Holtz Distress ink. I think I have black and walnut stain in that little container, and then some collage medium next to it. Okay, so now we'll go down here. In here I have all sorts of coffee dyed tags, index cards, envelopes, all that sort of thing in there, and then doilies at the right there. So all of that is easily grabbed if I need it. Okay, and then the top drawer here, I have my little scrap basket for lace. I have a few small old book page, because see, my filming is right here. There's the filming arm. So my filming is right here, and so I can just reach over and grab it out of this drawer. So that's handy. These are some most used stamps, as is this. So stamps right at hand. And then down below I have these old swimming pool baskets. At least that's what I remember them from when I was a kid going to the swimming pool. And on the left, that's just plastic bags, so more or less storage. This one is some trims and stuff, and then this one is punches. So those are close at hand. And then my scoreboard and cutters are right there, right next to my chair, so I can just reach down and grab them. Okay, I'm gonna sit in my chair for a minute. There we go. So this is another little mixed media piece that I did at one point, canvas, and I have moved my light. I have moved it towards the wall, so hopefully you don't get quite as much glare. You're going to have some glare. I think that is from the window, actually. So I have tried to fix that for those who have mentioned it. Okay, so in front of me, I right now have red and green distress ink that so that for Christmas. I have my glues on the left. I have my rulers and pens and utility knife and scissors, all that kind of stuff there. My paper clips. I have my water bottle. Gotta have water. Gotta stay hydrated while you're doing this stuff. Back here is my distress ink vintage photo. And I usually move it, up here while I'm filming. And then there's also, I don't know if you can see them, but my edge distressors live there too. And then this is my scrap basket normally, but for Christmas, I wanted all these pretty, pretty little spools of lace from inked paper art on Etsy to just live there. This little boxy thing I think I got it at TJ Maxx, and it's got all my little pouches from my merch shop in it, and so there's labels and such in those. This one has bling in it, and then whale tails and tabs up there. So those are, nicely just right at hand. And then this is a little, shall we say, selection from below my my Hoosier, so that I can just reach up and say, grab this coffee dyed card, and off we go. So there's that. Okay. Now I can't get it back in there. There we go. Okay, so then over here is my sort of wall of acrylic drawers. I think I have these on my favorite things, but if not, just type in the search acrylic drawers or something like that. And acrylic makeup drawers, that's what they're actually for, is for that. I gotta see if I can show you. See, we have snow today. Anyway, okay, I digress. Up above, I have this little bin, has all my Tracy Fox stuff in it, like all of her tags and ephemera kits and stuff like that. And then I have my Marguerite Miller little card collage thing there. Then my chomper, my crocodile, and then extra eyelets. And this top one is washi. Actually, that's two. Top two are washi. And then down here, these are my Char's Crafty Shop, butterflies and flowers and stuff. Timeless Crochet for You, flowers and such. Some of my stamps from TaylorMade Journals. These just have little bits and things in them, labels and whatnot. This is my washi drawer, my homemade washi and digital washi. Decorative tape, that's what I should be calling it, I've been told. And then this is odds and ends. So if I just want to grab something to decorate with, that's an odds and ends. Okay, up here we've got the Nuvo crystal drops and my pin cushions, some tape. The top drawer is obviously thread. This drawer has clips in it. This one, bits and bobs to create with again. And then my Tim Holtz field note stamps and some other little, oh geez, can't get that out with one hand. Sorry, my Tiffany stamps, and then this one I haven't used yet. But fun. Lacy stuff, cheesecloth, stamps. All these are stamps that are really my most used stamps. Then down here I have stickles and liquid pearls, more stamps. Then up here, more stamps. This has my Tim Holtz, some Carabella stamps, but again, the ones I use the most. These are just some little flowers that I've made. These are things from Silly Daisy on Etsy. There's her name right there. These are scraps that can be put on the top of tags. Journey of crafting fun appliques and things. There's an ink paper art, fun little flower appliques. E-papery one, and then some ribbons. These are from Padded Heart Company on Etsy, as are these. And these, I have a few of her hearts. I love them, love them. And then this is just some different, oh, that's an embroidered flower bundle. I haven't looked at any of this stuff recently because I've been doing Christmas. So just little things to decorate with. And this little jar has a little overflow, or drawer, it has gold pins and stuff like that in there. Okay. Then coming around, here's where my sewing machine sits. So I can just, basically I can just stand up and grab it for if I need to use it on camera. Okay, I have punches there. These are bulb pins. These are ribbon crimps. And then those little drawers have washi tape by color. I have a Tim Holtz one and then by color. Okay, this little shelf, all of that is pre-made ephemera. So on the top shelf on the left are tags. This big box is separated by journal cards, sacks, envelopes, that sort of stuff. The little white basket there is pockets. The pink basket is pre-made pages. And this little basket has clusters, and then these little things that I made a gazillion of one day. They're just little bits of paper that you can stick in a journal, and that can be collage. More punches. Those are my tracing paper strips. It's in a little plastic envelope for my tracing paper strips. This blue file folder is rub-ons. This one is stickers and rice paper. Okay, right now I have all this Christmas stuff right there, but on this shelf I have distress inks and a basket full of just random ribbons and things to grab as making something. This little basket has doilies in it that I use on my Etsy orders. And in the back here is where I keep my journal cards that I send to my patrons on Patreon, to my VIP patrons. Here's my stamp. Oh, that's my address labels. Stamping papers and stamp platforms. And then there's actually nothing under there, but right now there are finished journals under there that I need to get on Etsy whenever I can. I don't know when that's going to be. I don't like to list on Etsy when I'm going to be traveling. It just makes me nervous that somebody will buy something and then I'll die in a fiery car crash and no one will know, and it would be a big mess. So I don't list when I'm traveling. So that pink bucket is all fall, and I've got Christmas on top of it and Christmas all under there. I just shoved it. That's where it will live ultimately, but it will be much neater when I put it away for the season. I showed you in the full room tour, that's a box of unfinished things that I need to deal with and either finish them, pass them along, something. Okay, I'm still sitting in my chair and I have these two rolly carts right at hand. Let me stand up to show you this. These are ephemera books, so have all sorts of ephemera in there. These are ephemera boxes, so all sorts of ephemera in there, and then bigger stuff behind, like this is from Amy at Crafty Cats. This is all a jewel design, you know. So there's that. Let's see if I can kind of get down here. And so this second shelf has strips of fabric that I can use. This is completed fabric flips that I can go through and see if they'll match a journal. And then on the bottom, once again, is a lot of coffee dyed vintage stuff that just can be grabbed and made into stuff. And on this shelf, I have in the back there are buttons. Here are some flowers and butterflies and stuff. My hole reinforcers, and these two are tickets. And then down here, I think this one is like stamped fabric. This little box is teeny weenies when you need something tiny. And that little box back there is also stamped fabric. So that's right there. At the moment, I've got Christmas paper right there, but that will be an empty space because I have this cute little nightstand. Funny story about my nightstand. I got it at a vintage market. Well, I went over to my friend Sandra's to pick her up for lunch, and I didn't go to the most recent vintage market, but she did, and she has furniture that's painted exactly the same in her sunroom. So I have book pages under there. That's what I have there. And then in the drawer, which I need to fix that, I have my Tim Holt stencils. So I need to move this rolly cart about an inch the other way. I can do that. Okay, and then I have the table that's on top of my nightstand and in back of the rolly carts. Those are my paper scraps. And as you know, I have paper with designs, and this is digital paper, so it's not scrapbook paper. Like that scariness right there is the scrapbook paper. Oof. Anyway, so small decorative scraps, bigger decorative scraps, like more close to a full page, small coffee dyed for backing, big coffee dyed for backing, and then this is clusters, paper clusters, this is fabric clusters. And then this basket underneath is all music. And then this basket, recently I did a video of, I think it was this paper or this plastic bag that was full. And I organized it into my existing this system. But I do have this basket. This is the graph paper, floral pages, book pages, got a couple of book pages. And then this one is my splattered papers. This one, you can see who that's from. And then Florentine papers, Florentine papers. These are some coffee dyed pieces that I printed from Roxy Creations. Got my straw paper. This is some awesome backing paper that my friend Carrie the Crafter sent me. This is some dyed paper somebody else sent me. So these are bigger pieces. And then over here, I have my Mod Podge, my cleaning stuff, my water. I keep a jug of water in my room just for if I'm doing mixed media or whatever. These are my almonds for when I need a snack. I'm sorry, I go out of focus when I point at something. extra scissors, extra manila tags, an extra craft mat in there. Okay, so we are over to this table, which my daddy made this table, so it makes me happy. So my big cutter, so I'm completely turned around. Let me show you. See, my chair is completely turned around the other way, but still sitting in my chair, right? And that's what I wanted, was to be able to reach everything. So I can just turn around. If I have something tough to cut, this is a good cutter for tough to cut things. This basket here is my to-do basket, which you can see Gayle's behind in her work. I have all these sacks that we did recently. And then these are book pages, glue book pages. So when I glue on a book page, I don't throw it away. I either fold it in half this way or the long way. And then I have bases for journal cards and tags. And then right over here is my table where I keep my Etsy shares until I've shared them. So the other things on this table, that big stack, that big giant stack, we need to go through it one day, but it's all my digitals that I want to just be able to grab and collage with, that sort of thing. And then I have this little thing down here. These are all glue book pages. And then this has some vintage photos and tally cards and game pieces and postcards, just some vintage bits that we can grab easily there, and a whole nother side that I can do something else with. So that's exciting. And then this is my bookshelf that I found at the antique mall when I had my subscriber retreat. And I went, oh, Gayle, you don't need it. Oh, you don't need it. But I loved it. And it's from one of my favorite people at the antique market. So I caved and I bought it. So my sticker books, as you can see, are on this little thing. This book here, this is my High and Hugs book. So, and I take my high and hugs from the comments. That's where I get those names. And then those four things are my book binding stuff. I had that to where I had to get up and walk around. Now I can just grab it. Oh, it's the best. So that was a real good change. Okay, and then in the drawers, this is just some coffee dyed, what's it called? Ossenberger fabric, and real neutral fabric that I can just grab easily. And in here, you hear me getting into this. I know my Tim Holtz and my tag punches and stuff are in there. Okay. I have this little table that has Kleenex, baby wipes, and coffee dyed paper. And I'm always needing to grab a piece of coffee dyed paper, so I put it close to me so that would work well. Okay, on this shelf, these are all Tim Holtz people. This is my little bin of archival ink stamp pads and my splatter stamp. And then I have my Scotch tape in there so that I can grab it easily to tear a napkin, the backs off a napkin. And there's my kind stamp, my most used one. Let's see, this little bag has 7 Gypsy stuff in it. And then these are from Hobby Lobby and were my first ephemera storage. And so I have older ephemera in there. And sometimes it's fun to grab something that you want in there too. And one of those is fully Tim Holtz. I'm going to just slide my table. That's the other thing. This table, if I needed it, I could just pull it right over here by where I'm filming too. But I wanted to move it so I can show you. At the bottom here is all sorts of lace. And so that's easy at hand. And every once in a while, I just kind of, what would you say, restock those laces. I'll show you kind of how I have it organized. That might be helpful. So this bin is the bigger pieces. So like for layering or something like that, there's just all sorts of layering pieces in this little bucket. Then in the middle here, I have this box. This is thin lace. So edge of a pocket, that kind of thing. Just, it's just really thin. This is kind of specialty lace. Let me just pop this up onto my desk for a second. Like you've seen me use this one. I love that one. These are tea dyed. Love those. So yeah, they're just specialty laces that are colored or something like that. Then, oops, don't go too fast, Gayle. And then let me grab the other two for a second and I'll show you. So these are, basically they're the size for an edge. And I like having them all kind of in one. And then these, and these laces, I have like 2 lengths of a page about. And so I take these on my retreats because I can just use out of there for the edge of pages. And so that is going to go right back in there. And this little guy goes on top of it. And then this basket as well is, what would you say, former storage. I used to put all my laces in one of these, if I pull it out there, one of these nut jars, you know, from Costco. But I kind of found it wasn't working for me anymore. But I can still look through there if I'm looking through, looking for a certain lace or a certain size or whatever. So that guy goes in there. So that is that. This is this. Okay. We have one more area. So then I just shove that kind of in front there. I can still get to those, but that is handy too. Okay, we're twirling in our chair. So the other thing I wanted to show you is I did break down and buy a little 5-drawer thing. The one I had literally fell apart, and it hurt my heart a little bit because it was a cube, and that cube was something my dad built. I had it in my room when we moved to Helena when I was like 2 years old. I don't know. I think I was 2 or 3 when we moved to Helena. And a lady bought it at a garage. My mom and I had a garage sale, bought it at the garage sale, and then had drawers put into it. And she went out, her store went out of business, and she was selling. I said, I want to buy it back because my dad made the cube. Well, it literally just fell apart. And I was like, I think I just need something that will work a little better. So this slides right under my table, you can see. And on the top, I have my foot feed for my sewing machine. I just set that right there. So that's handy to grab if I need to. The top drawer has, office supply stuff, Post-it notes, and these are business cards, Post-it notes and rubber bands and that sort of stuff. And I'll tell you this, the drawers open so nicely. These are word stamps, words and phrases that I have there. This one is sewing sort of notions, extra bobbins and thread and stuff. This one's empty. Do have some emptiness. Oh, I'll fill it up, no doubt about it. And then on the bottom, those are the things I use to put under my journals when I list them on Etsy, that kind of thing. So yeah, that pretty well does it. Oh, I was going to show you this. My friend Roberta made this for me. Look at the bunny looking at the star. Isn't it awesome? So yeah, so, oh, and I didn't show you, or I didn't point out, but look at my fun little pendant or whatever. Is that what you call those? I don't know. It's from Daisy Collins at Tsunami Rose. And that's the storage area, which makes me happy just to look at it. And that part doesn't make me happy right by the fireplace, because I got to get those things on Etsy. And, you know, if you have an Etsy shop, you know, it just takes so much time. And then there's my computer over there. So, yeah. And then there's my happy view out my window. But it's snowing, so you can't see much. Oh, and my bunny collection. The bunnies that people have sent me over the years. I hope if you sent me one that you can see it there. So yeah, that pretty well does it. I guess I have one sticker book over here. I'm just looking around seeing if there's anything I didn't tell you. I don't think there is. So I am just going to say you can picture me right here when I'm doing my videos, and I'm super happy. I'm so glad that I did the switcheroo. It was a lot of work, but it's worth it, and I'm absolutely loving my new space. So thanks everybody so much for watching. Thanks for your encouragement during the process. I hope you all have a grateful day, and we'll just see you in the next video. Bye.